The bystander effect comes from an experience years ago in New York, this famous Kitty Genovese experience, where a young woman was being stalked and stabbed, and many, many people heard her screams, and no one came to her aid. No one even called the police. And two psychologists, actually buddies of mine, John Darley and Bibb Latané, in trying to understand why did no one help, they came up with the notion that perhaps the problem was there were too many people, and that in this situation, everyone assumes someone else will do it. We call it diffusion of responsibility. And so they started doing a series of experiments where they did this, having a single person versus a group, creating an emergency situation. And the conclusion was, in fact, the more people physically present in an emergency situation, the less likely it is that any one of them will help. Whereas when there's a single person in an emergency, the probability they will help goes up. And why is that so? Well, what Darley and Latané, the researchers, formulated was that when you're in a group, sometimes even with strangers, and you look around and no one is helping, the social norm is do nothing. Don't get involved. Mind your own business. So the key then is, how do you change the social norm? The way you change it is the power of one. Namely, the moment someone goes to help, within seconds, others join in. Because when you take action, you have a ripple effect. That is, people look around and say, the new norm is help, do something. So now that you know about the bystander effect, it's not a check mark on a multiple choice test. Darley Latané, bystander effect, diffusion of responsibility, da, da, da. No, it means that whenever I'm in a situation, I now say, bystander effect is in action. What do I do? Here's what I do. Here's how I get other people involved. We are giving you knowledge, not to make you smart, but to make you a social activist, to make you a social change agent.